I am now creating weekly exclusive content for Patreon, so if you are interested in that, go check out the link down below. And of course, if you want to avoid the random lottery of FIFA points, you want to go straight to the source, buy the players directly, use u7buy.com and use the code TVM at checkout. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to another Team of the Season predictions. This time it is the Latin America, and it took a long time, so hopefully you do enjoy it. And I'm not going to dwell too long on either card. I'm probably not even going to tell you what they did. We're going to kick things off with the Argentinian League, with Andrade in goal. Looks like a decent goalkeeper if you're in need of one, but most of us have better goalkeepers at this point. Bitolo at left back there, good pacey little left back. But again, a lot of these cards are actually not going to be, I wouldn't say usable, that's the wrong word, as we move on to a GIANNETTI. It's not that they're not usable, that card actually doesn't look that bad. You know, you can link in with a goalkeeper and get a nice little team on the go with your Libertadores cards as well, perhaps. Barrero up next, another Argentine centre-back that for an 85 rated doesn't look too bad. And of course, you do have to take the ratings with a pinch of salt as well, because I'm not very good at predicting the ratings. Jimenez with a very reasonably well-rounded cam card. Again, another Argentinian that you could link to quite a few players. A few more to come as well, actually. Bora has got a very good card, actually. He's Colombian, of course. And again, links to an awful lot of decent League SBC cards, as well as the Libertadores cards that EA released. Speaking of which, Tevez, of course, had one. I think he had one. He's now got a 93 rated, potentially. I mean, it could be higher. It could be a 94, 95, even 96. Tevez managed 9 goals, 2 assists this season. I have written all this down. It's just, if I don't whiz through it, as we now move into the honourable mention, he could potentially, I was going to say, he could potentially be the League SBC card, but EA didn't release it, did he? Hopefully they release Enzo Perez. Most completed passes and played a key part in River Plate's midfield this season, so you never know. We're going to move on to the Colombian League. They've only played 8 games so far, so I kind of had to look back at last year, but it's just really confusing stuff. So, gone with Vieira in goal, not a particularly great goalkeeper, to be honest, in game anyway. Angulo, of course, is the right back of choice for an 84 rated card. Actually doesn't look too bad at all, but I'm sure only fans of the club will really care about that card. VIAFARA is yet another one of those cards that, even though he doesn't look too bad, you know, great pace, and not too bad on the old dribbling, but again, fans of these cards will enjoy them, but others won't. Andrade, been on your screen for a little while now, 17 key passes, 4 goals, 4 assists, not bad. Moving on to Sambueza with 4 assists, 2 goals, and 22 key passes. High average match rating on every single one of these cards as well, so I wouldn't be surprised to see them. Borja, maybe how you not say it, 3 goals, 2 assists. Decent goal conversion rate, really, and 7.26 match rating, not bad at all. Rangel, not a great looking card if I'm honest, but a very good, well, not very good, but a reasonably good record in real life. 5 goals, 42% goal conversion rate as well. Pretty decent there. Kano, 13 goals. This is from last season though, 2019. 1 assist in there, 26% goal conversion rate. Not particularly great, to be honest. Ricarte, no idea how to say that guy's name. 5 assists, 4 goals. Like I said, these are from last year. It's really difficult to know which and what is going to happen with this. Toriano is up next with 14 clean sheets and 90 clearances as a centre-back. That is a pretty decent set there. Now, let's move on to the Liga MX. We're going to start to mention players now that a lot more people will know of. Of course, MLS is included in this as well. Ochoa has made 46 saves. He probably will get a higher rated card than that, and I would be very surprised if he wasn't included. Lyon, another player that I would imagine is included. 10 tackles, 10 clearances. Only 1 goal and 27 key passes. That's the highest in the league, to be fair. It's not a great performance as a defender, though. So, interesting one. Murillo, 5 clean sheets, 14 tackles, 58 clearances. As you could probably tell, I've not gone like full ham on every league. I've just picked off the cream, if you will, from each league. We're going to go with Fernandez, and I say the cream. This card is god-awful. I've boosted that more than EA will as well. That's worrying. So I mean, it's not that he doesn't deserve it. I just don't think EA will choose him. Mena, a player that got a Player of the Year card. Was it last year or the year before? 1 assist, 15 key passes, 8 goals. Very good card. Not as pacey as he used to be, but should still be pretty decent. I think he's like 5'5" though. Hernandez, Rodriguez up next with 3 assists, 23 key passes, 4 goals. Not terrible, I will be honest. But again, only really fans of the club, I'm sure, will want to pick him up. Let's move on to my best mate. Gignac with, I'm trying to look at his stats, 8 goals, 1 assist, 32% goal conversion rate, and a 7.6 match rating is very high. In fact, that might even be the highest in the league. And I say my mate because he follows me on Twitter, and he followed me first. Rodriguez, 9 goals, 1 assist, 29% goal conversion rate, 7.44 match rating. I actually do like the look of that card. I think he could be quite good to link with someone who's Uruguayan who's got a team of the season. I mean, maybe Luis Suarez. Lezcano up next. Now, these are the honourable mentions. 6 goals, 1 assist, 7.2 match rating. For an 85 rated card, does look pretty good. But if EA decide to go with just a random selection of Latin America cards, as we talk about Castillo, who could very well be the League SBC card for the Mexican League, because they're sure they're going to update that. 3 assists, 1 goal, just above a 7 match rating. Yeah, so if they decide to go with a sprinkling, we're going to move into the Chilean League now, then obviously we may not get all of these cards, and they probably will just go with the likes of Tevez and Gignac and what have you. But Arias there, moving on to Garcia, 3 clean sheets, 14 tackles. I mean, it's an okay-looking card. Yet another Argentinian you could potentially use if you were trying to build one of those low-rated team of the season squads. I can't even. How do you say that name? His first name is Luciano Awed, maybe. 4 goals, 1 assist, 13 key passes. Looks like he wants to kill someone. Buonanotte, this card looks pretty damn sexy. And again, he's Argentinian. There is another player, actually, Larive, I think, but he's not in the game. So he probably would have got one, but he's not in the game. So there we are. Let's move on to the MLS. And I've tried to be as extensive as I can with all of this. There are a lot more MLS players than any other league, though, because they're based in and around where the game is made and produced, right? So obviously EA will surely look to make a lot more MLS than anything else. I was kind of hoping for a dedicated MLS. We've had the goalkeeper Hamid, now we've got Hollingshead, and he's not very good, so I'm not going to talk about him. But I was kind of hoping for a dedicated MLS squad. I'm kind of hoping that they do bring out dedicated squads, because then we could get cards like this, and then we could link them to other good cards that are similar to this, because this Opara card is going to be incredible, and I would be very surprised if EA decided not to give him one, because they gave him a League SBC card, and that was insane. An updated version would be fantastic. Let's move on to Brilliant. He has managed 14 clean sheets this season. I say this season, it was last season technically, because this season was halted after 2 games. 56 tackles in there as well. Not a great centre-back though. Moreira, he's got 106 tackles this season with a 7.26 match rating. Looks like a capable right back if you're, again, building one of those sort of low-rated budget team of the season squads. Not terrible by any stretch of the imagination, but not great at the same time. Gil we'll go with, because I think Carles Gil? No idea. Spanish though, so there's that. Decent links into other leagues, of course, but not a particularly great card. But for an 85, not bad. Barrios could be an interesting one. I'm hoping I've done him dirty here and EA go a little bit further and bump him up to like a 1992, because that is the type of player in FIFA that would work very, very well. Linked to Cuadrado's team of the season card as well. Lodero up next with 9 goals, 11 assists, 109 key passes. That is mammoth. And it does look like a pretty capable card as well. Very well rounded for a cam. Maybe lacking a little bit pace, but, you know, apart from that. Pozuelo, not a player that I really enjoyed. I think he had a FIFA 18 team of the season. That wasn't a particularly good card, even though it looked like one on paper. And this could be a similar situation. It's the pace that he's lacking, unfortunately. Let us be moving on. Quick mention for Grigas. Not a great card. Again, I'm hoping EA go a little bit berserk and just upgrade him massively, because in real life, actually not a bad player at all, and I'm hoping he'd have a better card than that. 3 players in a row now that we'll all be interested in, I'm sure. Nani up first. He normally gets some sort of crazy over-the-top card. Whether it be a left wing, right mid, I don't know, but it was just what his previous card was. Some insane stats rather there. 92 rated, 12 goals, 5 assists, and a 7.44, and of course he is 5-star, so that would be sexy as hell. Speaking of sexy cards, Carlos Vela, 36 goals and 11 assists. That is, I think, a record, isn't it? Did he set a record? It was either him or Joseph Martinez who set a record at some point. I think it was Carlos Vela, but wow. No, it has to be Martinez, because Martinez had the record breaker card, didn't he? Who cares? Guess what? Martinez is up next. 94 rated. That card. His Player of the Month card, by the way. I gave it up a little while ago. I kind of wish I hadn't done, because that was meta as hell. This is going to be expensive. It's going to be probably the most overused super sub in the history of FIFA. Just an insane looking card. Really, really good card. Some honourable mentions. Taida with 8 goals, 8 assists, 7.27 match rating. Not horrendous for an 86 rated card, very well rounded, so hopefully EA bumped these up a lot more than I'm saying. Valeri, an awful lot of these are cards you'll recognise because they're probably the rares you've been dumping into upgrades over the last few weeks. Like I said, I'm hoping that we get a dedicated MLS team of the season, a dedicated MX team of the season as well would be really nice. And of course Rossi, this is actually one of the cards I'm really looking forward to using. You could link him to that Hernandez card from the Liga MX actually, because that card obviously being Uruguayan, those two would work really well together. Unbelievable pace on Rossi, good dribbling on him as well, so yeah, wouldn't mind seeing that. Just hope they don't do him dirty with that stamina. And that is going to do it. I am out of breath. I think there's 45 cards in there. Took ages to research, took even longer to make the cards. There we go. Hopefully there's something in there for everyone. Let me know if you could pick one player to have untradeable out of all of those. I think I know the answer, but who would it be? If you have enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for new, and until the next time, goodbye.
Football Index. The game changed. Download the app now.